Alright guys, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you yet again about futtrading.co.uk. Thank you to everyone that continues to subscribe and support our content. It means the world to us. You guys know we work very hard on the website. You make a lot of coins, but without you guys, we don't have a website. So thank you very much for that. We're working on another big giveaway this month, and hopefully we'll have details of that in the coming days for you guys. But just so you know, £10 a month gets you access to Tier 1 perks, which is buying and selling prices for icons, specials and silvers, as well as Thursday flips. They bang all the time, a lot of coins to be made. And with Tier 2, you get all the Tier 1, plus CHEM style filters, plus live filters, and we're adding UCL cards to that as well. PC prices have now been added, and we're continuing to add more PC features in the coming days and weeks. So make sure you check out futtrading.co.uk. You'll make millions as simplistically as anything. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you never miss an upload. You get 3 uploads on this channel. The morning is League SBC Method to Glory. That is me teaching you guys how to craft players and packs using only your hard-earned FIFA coins rather than FIFA points, so you haven't got to spend your money on the game. The evening upload is currently a series I'm running called Trading to Prime Eusebio. It's me basically trading from 1 million coins to 5 million coins to buy Prime Eusebio for my team. Roughly 5 million, it might be a bit more than that. But within that, I give you guys trading tips every single day. That is why League SBC Method is not happening today, because I'm 1 million coins unassigned on cards for that series. Hopefully it goes well, but we will see. And the midnight content is a mixture of trading tips, packs, picks, all that stuff, my thoughts on the game, all that awesome stuff. Whatever content comes out, we try and throw that in at midnight as a bit of bonus content. I also stream at 10 AM on YouTube, 5:30 PM on Twitch. The grind never ever stops. But because I can't do League SBC today, because I can't open packs up, I thought I'd finally take the time to give you guys the video that you've been asking for a lot, and basically that's how to trade on FIFA. A lot of you guys keep saying to me, when did you start trading? How did you learn to trade on FIFA? What did you do? And so I want to run through all the basics of trading on FIFA, how I learned, how you can learn, and really get you, I guess, into a place whereby you can start using these methods yourself. The problem that I have sometimes with my videos, I can tell if I bring a filter out on a video and say I'm using this filter right now, most of you just go and flood to that filter and you don't make the coins you should make because you don't think for yourself about, okay, well that filter works, so there must be another filter here that works too. And so I want to talk to you about all the different bits and bobs that you need to think about with this game and how the transfer market works. The first thing I've got are 3 simplistic rules. The first one, whether you are a website subscriber at futtrading.co.uk, whether you are not, whether you just trade, you will lose sometimes. It happens. There's nothing you can do about that. If you think you're going to win on every buy you make, you're in the wrong place, because that's not how trading works. The aim is to make more wins than losses, and you will do that. With a bit of hard work and practice, you will do that. It's just a fact. But if you come into trading thinking that every tip you're given, that every buy you make, that everything you do guarantees you profit, you will not ever succeed. That's the most blunt way I can put it. I think part of that is because traders give you guys unrealistic expectations by not showing you their losses enough, and I do show you them. I tell you when things don't go well. I showed you the Sukas and stuff like that didn't go anywhere near as well as I wanted them to go. I try and be as honest as I can with you guys with how the trading goes, and that's important to me. The second thing in all of this is never trust EA. Now, this is going to contradict slightly with the third point, but bear with me. When you see a promo coming and you're giving tips and advice on how to do that, don't rely upon the fact that EA are going to bring out that content. Once you are happy with your profit from whatever you've invested in, sell it. Don't rely upon EA actually bringing that content out on a set day or at a set time, because a lot of the time, they won't do it. You've got to be sell when you're ready with your coins, and you're like, cool, I'm going to get that, get out of them. But the third rule, EA are predictable. Sounds weird, I know, but it's true. You can guarantee that in the lead up to a promo, EA will bring out loads of coin sync SBCs. We've got an El Shaarawy today. It's a decent card. EA have brought that card out because it's nostalgic for a lot of FIFA players. A lot of FIFA players will do it. Ronaldo, the flashback, my opinion, not a great card. EA brought it out. A lot of people will do it. We'll always see an icon SBC in build-ups to promos. People will do them. FOMO, all that sort of stuff. You can use that to your advantage when it comes to things like investing in fodder, etc, etc. But they're the basic 3 rules. We're starting with them. Now we're going to start talking about the transfer market in general and how you guys can work with it and what you need to know about it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so first thing to do is start to think of the transfer market in a certain way. And the way that I think about it is like it's a living, breathing organism, okay? It needs supply to function well. Without supply, it doesn't function as well. The transfer market moves all the time, continually moves. The thing you have to understand about the transfer market is it does different things at different points in the week. At different points in the week, the transfer market will rise, it will drop, and that all depends on what's happening on the game at that moment in time. So this is when we're going to start talking about the first point of this, and that is timing. When you're trading, it is all about timing. You've got to be in the right place at the right time, and you've got to know what you're going to be doing at any one time. So let's make it simplistic in terms of how we talk about how the transfer market works. The transfer market on FIFA is usually most quiet on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's when it's quietest. There's not that much on the game to be doing. Bar squad battle rewards on a Monday. There tends to be like a few SBCs, but it tends to be when EA don't really drop very good content. The quietest points are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday is when it starts to heat up because we get squad battle rewards, not squad battles, division rival rewards, weekend league rewards. Everyone comes on, opens a massive packs at the same time, sells their stuff, it dips, and then it climbs as everyone buys into their weekend league teams. And so for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's when the most of the player base are on the game playing their weekend league games. Fridays are where promos tend to start, so most people in the game at that point. And when that happens, the market changes radically and it tends to rise. It may always dip initially, but it will then rise. Now, when we talk about timing, while it goes up and down during the week, it also goes up and down in the day. In the morning, UK time, it's quite quiet because that's when most of the player base are not on the game. The Europeans are not on the game. That's the biggest player base of FIFA. In the evening, most of the Europeans come online. The game then goes haywire and everything changes up and you can start doing that. Now, what does those players being on the game do? It creates churn, what we call churn of cards. So let's say theoretically, right now there are 1.11 million transfers on the Xbox market at 9 o'clock at night. 2 hours ago, there was 1.37 million. And that was because everyone comes on the game at 6 PM, opens up their packs, does what they want, lists them, and then sells them and comes off the game. People buy them up and it comes down like that. So the way to think about it on a daily basis is the market tends to be highest overnight. Less people in the game, overnight into the morning. When there's less people, there's less supply of cards. Demand usually outweighs supply. Card prices come up. The market is usually cheapest after 6 PM to about 10 PM. When more people are on the game, listing their cards up, and there becomes undercuts, and that's where we tend to buy in on a specific day. Weekly, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, most profitable days for long-term sales. Daily, 6 PM, sell overnight, most profitable for short-term gains, okay? It's as simple as that. It's really simplistic. What you need to think about with that in mind is where you place your coins at different points in the week. So if you guys remember the other day, I brought up the Squad Battle Rewards video and I told you all, invest in 81, 82, 83 fodder because there will be an SBC this week at some point that requires it. Lo and behold, the 83 plus double came out and you all made a lot of coins from it and it's as simple as that. When you trade during the week, that's how you've got to think. I've got 1 million coins. Okay, where do I put them? Squad Battle Wars on Sunday. I've watched Fuzz's videos. He's told me to invest in fodder here because of this reason. Do I trust it? Do I like it? I do like it. I'm going to do it. Brilliant. It worked for me. Fantastic. You do that. Rest of the week, I'm going to flip some specials on because I know the market's quite stable Monday to Wednesdays. It's quite quiet. Fantastic. I'll go and flip those specials on. And vice versa. And that's all about timing and that's important. But that's basically giving you an idea of how the transfer market works. And that's the most important understanding you need to have is how the transfer market works, how it fluctuates. When you watch a video like from me, from anyone else, you have to understand that anything we're telling you about those cards applies to other similar cards too. And that's how you find your own more quiet filters where you make more coins because everyone else who's rushed to the filter that I've shown, you've gone to the one over there and you've bought from there instead. And there's loads of, like, you're gorging on everything that's over there while they're feeding off scraps with each other. That's how you've got to think about it. But now we're going to talk about methods and how we start getting into trading. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so links for videos that explain these methods in detail will be down below, okay? So you can watch those videos back and you'll watch it in detail as to what those videos tell you to do and how you do these methods. But the most important thing about trading, if you've not done it much recently, do not dive in at the deep end. Don't watch someone like me or Flair or someone like that run the foot market who does what they do and go, I'm going to go and do the exact same thing. Firstly, we tend to do what we do because we know what we're doing. But moreover, we tend to have the coins to spare that if it goes wrong, it doesn't really matter too much. Don't be the guy that goes, right, my first bit of trading is going to be buying 4 prime icons. It's not the best idea you're ever going to have. Start small. Start a coin farming. So find a filter like gold, Premier League, basic. Find out the minimum they're selling for, which right now is, let's have a look. Sort of 650, 700 coins, maybe a little less than that. Gold to hit the floor, mate. Wow. So like 600 coins roughly, give or take here. And again, what you want to do is either snipe everything below that. So get this up like that and compare price back out and snipe everything that comes up below. I mean, the market's quiet. That was quite easy to pick up. Compare price back out. Let's buy under if he's there. Trossard. Buy you. Buy under if he's still there. compare price back out, and list and what they actually sell for. That's coin farming in a general nutshell, okay? So that's what you want to do. The link for that video is down below. You start off basic, and then you start going, okay, cool, let me get more advanced. Build up some coins, and then I might go, okay, cool, let me do some gold chem styles. Again, link down below. And all links will be down below, I won't keep repeating that. And then specials, and then icons once we do it. But the most important thing about all of this is the first 300k is the hardest to get. From 0 to 300k is the biggest grind you have to do. And that's what another important rule, always keep 300k on your account. That's my simplistic rule I've always had to settle to, is always try and keep 300k on your account. So let's say you want to get a player and he's 1 million, you really need 1.3 million on your account. The million for that player, the 300k to regrind the trading. But start off simple, like I say, coin farming, then some silver flipping, then some specials, then some icons, and bit by bit it does that. But the most important thing to know about that as well is the more coins you've got, the more methods you can do. You can go and put some money into specials if you've got a decent coin budget, go and do some coin farming, and then you can go invest in some fodder because you don't need all those coins right away. So you can hold that fodder for a day or two because you don't need all those coins. It's not a problem. But then once you get to those point in those methods and you get the hang of these methods, firstly, find your own filters. If you see a filter you think that's good, that works for me, go and find more filters like that. But if it works as well, rinse and repeat. I get people that say to me, when can I start doing specials? I say to them, 500k. They go and do specials and they say, okay, cool, now what can I do? And I say, what you were doing before as well. And they're like, yeah, but I've got 500k now. And I'm like, that doesn't matter. If you've got 500k, do your specials, but still do your silvers and your coin farming and have multiple ways of making coins. So if you're going to put 500k into specials, you've got 20k left over, go back to coin farming again. Make the extra 30, 40k. And then when you've done that, go and buy a select group of silvers that you're waiting for them to rise, and that 20k again back into some coin farming. While that's happening, your specials might be selling. So once you get the hang of the first method, rinse and repeat it. Get the hang of a second method, rinse and repeat both. Get the hang of a third method, rinse and repeat those. And you keep doing that, and that's how you tend to generate the point I am now, where in the day I can make 500k without much sweating at all. Because I go and put 1 million into silvers, and then I go and trade with into silvers, into specials. I'll then go put 200k into silvers, and leave them sat in my transfer pile when I'm like, okay, cool. When they rise in price, bang, I'll make profit out of those relatively easily. It will make a difference to me. And it's as simple as that gets. And that's why it's so important to rinse and repeat your methods. Once you've got something that works, do it again. Conversely, if you find something's not working for you, stop doing it. Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. If something is not working for you, or you just don't click with it, don't do it. There are people in our Discord and on Foot Trading that hate icons, they don't trade with them. Because they're like, sorry, I can make profit elsewhere. There are people that hate silvers and don't do it, they trade elsewhere. And that's the most important thing, is find your niche, find what you like, rinse and repeat it, and that's how you gain coins. Next point when it comes to trading as well is patience. One thing a lot of people lack with trading is patience. You think you're going to buy a card, 10 minutes later it's going to sell, and that's that. Trading takes a lot of patience. Sometimes I buy a card hoping to sell it overnight and I'm stuck with it for 3 days because the market's come down or it's dropped off, and I'm like, okay, cool, either I sell for a loss or I hold for a break even or I hold for a bigger profit later on. Sometimes that's what happens. You have to be patient. But the other side of that is, don't wait too long. Let's say theoretically, those Sukas that I bought and you guys saw me eventually have to break even on, I could have held those, they got to 255 today. I decided to get out of them so I could put coins in somewhere else I think is more profitable, which I've done. But again, it's a balancing act. Do I want to hold those cards for longer, or do I want to let them go sooner to put my coins elsewhere? It's finding a balance. Okay, I'm being patient, but if I hold them for 4 or 5 days, these are coins that could have gone elsewhere to make up the loss that I'd made on those cards anyway, and maybe more profit in the long term. And so it's important that you understand that there's a really fine line between being patient and taking too long. And once you get that blend, it comes with practice. You'll be able to make coins a lot quicker, a lot easier. And it's more, I guess, when I say to you guys about trading, it's more you understanding that no matter what you do on this game, you are going to get hit at some point. It happens to the best of us. No matter what happens, we try to offset it as much as we possibly can, but you're not always going to win, and sometimes you make a bad decision. Those bad buys, those bad sort of profits or those losses, you learn more from them than you do from your wins. Because then you remember next time, I won't go and do this again because I don't want to get stung again. I'll put my coins somewhere that I know is better. And that's the most important thing. Now, that's basically the basics of how trading on FIFA works.
I'm not
Great, thank you for the follow, bro.
Reebos are banging.
That's the basics of how the trading on FIFA works. And I'm going to do something that people might think is quite stupid here. But I'm going to say to you now, go and watch as many traders as you possibly can. We all have different styles. We all do things differently. Some are similar, some are not. Watch as many traders as you can and pick up as many tips as you can from across a wide spectrum of traders. Don't take everything that everyone says as gospel, and make sure the people you are watching are giving you examples of what's happening. Some traders on YouTube tell you to go and do a method, don't show you it working. I try and show you my methods working and show it cleanly. This is what I've done. This is what it's sold for. Make sure the person you're listening to is transparent. They're showing you what's going on. They're honest. Make sure that they're that sort of person before you buy into what they're saying. But when you get that vibe that they are that sort of person, watch as many as you can, because that's how you're going to learn. But summing it up, most importantly, remember the 3 basic rules. You will lose. Never trust EA, but EA are predictable. They're important rules. Always leave 300k on your account. In terms of trading methods themselves, start basic, nail that one for a week, move on to another one, nail that one for a week, move on to another one, nail that for a week. Do it that way. Remember timing. Have coins to best place them at the right times of the week. Sundays, squad battle rewards, fodder investing, those sort of things. During the week, investing into a low market, special cards, silvers, holding those cards and flipping them on as you go. Thursday, always, well, Wednesday to Thursday flips, which again, once you get advanced, you can start doing that sort of stuff. Div rivals, remember, big pack supply always means a drop in prices, and then people get coins and they buy those cards back up again, means a rise in prices. Always remember that. Busiest time of the week, weekend league. If you bought bad buys at the beginning of the week, that is your time to get out of those bad buys and sell them then. Once you start getting the hang of it, it will bang. But always remember, 300k budget, minimum. Buy stuff with the rest of it. Keep the 300k as a minimum that you want to be trading with. But that is the basics of trading on FIFA. If you want a lot of this stuff done for you, come to futtrading.co.uk and we can literally help you out with buying prices and selling prices. But Dan and I pride ourselves on teaching you how to trade while doing that. We have the Discord set up so that we teach you guys how the market works, the way it moves, why it's done what it's done. You guys sometimes learn from us. Sometimes you get annoyed that something's happened. We explain why it's happened and you learn from that and you grow from that. But you can check out futtrading.co.uk. Check out Discord. It's free to join. Follow me on my socials. But that's the basics of how to trade on FIFA in its most simplistic form. There's loads more we can talk about over time, and I will bring another video out to really give you more detail on it and even more. If you've got any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.